Well, hello there. If you couldn't tell by the red double-decker buses behind me, I am in London. My name is Claire Hawkins. I'm a traveling singer-songwriter, and I'm currently on a tour across Ireland and the UK. And sadly, tonight is our last show of tour. I'm super excited to be in London. I think it's the perfect way to end this super fun tour, but of course I am really sad that it's coming to an end. So if you want to check out videos from all the Ireland stops of the tour, you can find those on my channel now. But in the meantime, we're here in London. Just over my shoulder here, you can probably see the Marble Arch, which unfortunately is actually under construction at the moment, but it doesn't matter. We are here at Hyde Park, and I've decided to go for a run. I really like doing that before shows because I feel that it warms me up quite nicely, and I don't think I've ever gone for a run before here in London, even though I've visited a few times. So Hyde Park seems like the perfect thing to do.
I heard from some celebrity talking about therapy, how it don't come easily, holding back or on.
You'll have to excuse the very sweaty running face. I didn't particularly plan to come to Buckingham Palace, but we're here now. I'm sure you can tell by my very red face that I did finish running, did 4 miles. Feeling pretty good about it, actually. I think we're gonna go grab some food and water and then go back and get ready for the show tonight.
I know I wear it on my face, feelings I cannot erase, thoughts that lack a hiding place, your lips, they know the bitter taste.
We picked up some food from Marks and Spencer's, and I will say, I don't usually eat something quite so green, but after a full week of pub food, I'm very happy to put some vegetables in my system.
And now I can see why some people, they choose not to speak.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it is almost time for us to play the last show of this tour. I'm a little bit emotional because I don't want this tour to be over, but we've had just the best time, and I think ending it here in London at the Carlton Tavern is the perfect way to say goodbye to this very fun chapter. I want to say a big thank you to Journey Instruments. They are the official sponsors of this tour. They have sent me and my guitar player their incredible travel guitars. We have used them on every show. They have been amazing. They have detachable necks, so the body and the neck of the guitar separate so it fits into a backpack. Having these guitars has made this tour so much better. So thank you so much, Journey Instruments. We are so excited to be playing their guitars for one more show on this tour here in London. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, my name is Claire Hawkins. We have Hank over here on guitar. We are on a tour. Well, I guess I have to say we have been on a tour. This is the last show of our tour. So it's a bit sentimental, but thank you all so much for sharing the night with us. Thank you so much. Last night's show was so fun, and it is a bit bittersweet because it did mark the end of our tour. This run of shows was just so much fun. I'm feeling very, very grateful, and especially grateful because we still have 2 more days here in London, so the trip is not over just yet. We have been blessed with some pretty perfect weather here in London today, so we're going to take full advantage and check out a few markets in the area, starting with Spitalfields Market.
Remember in the darker days, my mind would try to suffocate, bare its teeth and scare away, putting nothing on display. I know I wore that muscle out, biting tongue and closing mouth, and now the language won't allow, keeping it all in the house. And so you can see why your reticence is so hard for me.
We are here at Spitalfields Market. It is a really cool space, and it's really huge. So they have clothes and food and souvenirs. Honestly, too much to take in all in one go, but we're just wandering around and it's been really nice. And now I think we're gonna go head over to another market. We didn't make it very far out of the market. We saw the big crowd outside of this gorgeous pub, and we decided to join. For the record, when I say we didn't make it very far, that's the market.
The wind windows of the world look down on what we shouldn't speak about. Ties they say can't be unwound. How the past relates to now.
We're here at Box Park. We did a little bit of exploring. Essentially, they have all these different shops that are in different boxes. It's really cool. They have a bunch of different stuff, but I think we're kind of marketed out. We're gonna head to another pub. We've just gone for a nice long walk over to an area here called Holborn. We're gonna check out a very cool pub that our friend has taken us to. The pub dates back to the year 1547, and it's supposed to be a really cool spot. Let's go check it out.
Still the filter's coming off. My words will have to pay the cost. This open door will stay unlocked. Fighting all that I was not.
Today is a bit of a sad day. It is the last day of tour here in London. Thankfully, our flight isn't until later tonight, so we still have some time to do some exploring here in London. We're gonna start with some Indian food for breakfast at a restaurant here called Dishoom. I've never been, but I've heard really good things. And then we're gonna check out the British Museum. Breakfast was so good. I highly recommend, if you haven't been to Dishoom, you definitely should visit. It's really interesting as well. The restaurant is very beautifully decorated, and I read that it was largely inspired by Irani cafes that were really popular in Bombay in the 1960s. So it has a really interesting story, and the food was so good. As you can see, we are here at the British Museum. I know that there is a lot to see here and we don't have a ton of time, but we're just gonna wander in and see what we see and then, sadly, head to the airport.
And then they will see why my breath runs away with me.
There is a huge crowd here around the Rosetta Stone. It's pretty incredible to see in person, though I will say the experience at the museum reminds me a lot of going to see the Mona Lisa in Paris. It's just a lot of people, but it's a very exciting thing to see, so I get it. It's definitely very interesting to be here. Obviously, these artifacts are incredible to look at, but I do feel a bit of the controversy about seeing all these things from Greece in England. It's definitely a longer conversation, but it's something I'm thinking a lot about as I'm looking at what's on display here at the British Museum. I've noticed that some of the exhibits here actually acknowledge the controversy surrounding countries asking for their artifacts or their pieces of art back from England. And it's interesting kind of to see how the museum is responding to that, or in some cases not responding. I'm curious to see if there will be any developments there over the years. I'm not sure.
All that I can do to keep from overstating everything is hope that you're not following, listening when I sing.
We walked for a little bit and we decided that now, as our trip is coming to an end, we deserve one more celebration. So we're headed to the pub.
For every liberty I take, I promise you my mind will pay. A piece of my own heart will break with every smile I can't fake.
My friends, it's official. Tour has come to an end. Thank you all so much for coming along on the adventure with us. We have had the best time. I am so grateful for this experience, for everyone that we met at the shows, for everyone who's watched the videos. Thank you all so much for being a part of this very, very special time. My EP, The Name, is out on all platforms now. You can find the link in the video description or stream it wherever you get your music online. Thank you so much for supporting me and my music. It means the absolute world to me. I'll talk to you very soon.
I'm working on my foreign